The following program is brought to you by Pizza Productions.
The podcast no one listens to, with Kevin Porter. Nice. The podcast no
Welcome to an all-new episode of the podcast I know and listens to. I'm your fucking host, Kevin Porter. We're back with an all-new episode, guys. This is kind of the take that gets the juice going, huh? Kind of gotta let this flow for a few minutes so I can kind of get everything moving. I hate doing these fucking intros. Sometimes you just don't know what to talk about. Sometimes you just fucking let your voice go just to go, because that's what you gotta do in order to get through a podcast. Today we got Jessica Wooldridge back on the podcast, guys. Woo! My wife. Holy shit, dude. This is gonna be a fun episode. Ooh, it's like, why'd you bring your fucking wife on here? Shit, she's gonna trash you the whole entire time. It's like, fuck. She does. She totally does trash me the whole entire time. But it's a good listen, and I highly encourage you to stick around and listen. What else is going on? What else is going on today in my world? Gonna go on date night tonight, speaking of wives. Gonna go out and get some sushi. I don't know. What the fuck is the place called? It's called Kyoto's, I think. I don't know. I don't really want sushi, dude. I want hibachi grill. I want fucking hibachi grill. Like, Jessica's like main complaint is about that place is like the hibachi grill. All the shit tastes the same. It's all like one fucking flavor, and I get it because it's all like, I think they all kind of like they cook it and then it's just kind of all mixed together. So yeah, I guess it does. But I mean, it's like salty goodness though. Like, I really enjoy that. Like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of salty foods, and it's probably not a good thing. It's probably not a good thing. We talk about it on this podcast, but my diet has been shit lately. Complete and utter fucking garbage, guys. Like, I need to get my shit under control, dude. I'm like pretty much, 2 weeks into not going to the gym. Not a good thing. Not necessarily because I don't want to. It's just like, I know I have to, but I'm like, all right, let's take a week off. And then this week it's like, oh, let's just take another week off. And it's like next week, we're getting back into it, guys. Hopefully so. I don't know. It's not that I don't have momentum riding on that, dude. I love it, dude. I love that feeling. It's just pushing myself to get back into it. It's just, fuck, dude. My diet's been garbage, like, for a whole year, though, dude. Like, I have just been slowly putting weight back on, and it's like, motherfucker, like, you need to get in control of this shit. You need to get in front and really kick it back a notch and just not fucking eat fast food and not eat ice cream and not eat sugary things. And not eat all the fucking fun things, man. It's like, you gotta fucking suppress yourself. It's fucking bullshit, dude. I hate it. I really don't like it. I wish we could just eat whatever the fuck we want and not have consequences. But apparently that is not how life is intended. So we have to watch it, at least as I get older. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Getting older, man. I'm gonna be 34 in like, what, 2 months? Almost 2 months? 2.5 months? I don't know. Something like that. That's kind of crazy. It's like 34. I remember 24 was a pretty combustible fucking year, dude. I think back 10 years ago in my life at 24. Damn, dude. 24 was crazy. Definitely not living like a life like I used to when I was 24. And it's crazy to think that 10 years is like gone by. It's like, damn, oh shit, it's going to be 2010 in just a couple months, man. Just a couple months. But, now we're looking at 2020, dude. So Now it's like, oh shit, my 40s are coming up. It's like, I guess we got that to look forward to. I don't know what's going to happen there. I tell Jessica all the time, I'm like, I'm not ever going to fucking stop wearing band shirts and like comic book shirts and like, fun wrestling shirts and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think this is just the way I am. I think society kind of backs me on that end, because I think there's most people my age, like, we're all pretty, nostalgic when it comes to our childhood. So most people, not all people, I don't know. I always give shit to my my brother and sister-in-law. Much love, but I always call them mom and dad, dude, just because my brother-in-law has made this like transformation into a dad this last year. He's dressing like one, that's for sure. I love him, dude. I love it. But she's like, that's not me, man. Like, I'll wear something nice if I have to, but it's just like, that's just not me, dude. Like, it's not that I don't want to grow, because I enjoy being, the age that I'm at. Like, I enjoy, growing up and being an adult, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, I'm surrounded by a bunch of fucking cartoon posters, that's for sure. movie posters. It's fun stuff, dude. It's hard to give up, I guess. I don't know. So how are you people out there that are in listening land? Are you in headphone land? What do we call you guys? Podcast land? I don't fucking know. Something. Went to open mic last night. That was pretty fucking epic. No, it was fun. No, actually, I had a really good time, dude. Actually, I fucking drank a couple beers before I went on stage, dude. I haven't done that in years, like literally years. And I don't think it really added anything to my performance or anything. Like, I don't know. By the time I got on stage, I was pretty fucking tired anyway. I was like, I just need to take a fucking nap, dude. I need to start bringing a pillow for, every time I fucking... I don't know. I don't need to bring a pillow with me. I don't need to bring a blanket with me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just rambling, dude, because it's like it's not that I was like putting off doing this intro. I'm just tired today, dude. Like, I just, last night, like, was like, getting back from open mic was like 11 o'clock. I'm up at like 6:30, dude. So it's like, I didn't really fall asleep probably till closer to midnight, dude. So it's like, what, 6.5 hours of sleep? Not a lot, ladies and gentlemen. And then, so all today, I've just been kind of feeling a little bit out of it. So, but yeah, going to open mic last night was fun. Trying to kind of think how I did. Like, I was on stage and it felt like I was bombing, and I'm pretty sure I did bomb just like every other fucking time. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why there was somewhat of a delayed crowd reaction, because I know like my first couple jokes kind of bombed pretty fucking hard when I listened back to the recording, dude. It was like, oh, there's other fucking silence. So like, I don't know. I've gotten to the point now where like I embrace that fucking shit, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, you're not gonna laugh. Like, I'll stand here fucking awkwardly then, and I won't say anything. And then like, I don't know. Just within doing that, like, I don't know. There was laughter, and I felt like I kind of like got myself through the rest of the set, and like I did this one joke, a brand new joke. I and it's like chicks with trucker hats and shit, and like at first it didn't get a reaction, and then I just stood back and like I guess I just let it. I guess that's what you're supposed to do as a comic. I mean, even if it is like I need to work on the delivery obviously, and change some shit up, but like it sunk in though, and like there was I don't know, people were just laughing at me because it was just such a bad performance, or of like somewhat the material was decent. I don't know. But like listening to it back, dude, it was like, oh, this is actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And like, it's not to say like I got off stage thinking like this is the worst shit ever, but it's still, I don't know. It's always a series of bombs. I don't know. It's just what it is when when you're doing it at an open mic level. It's like none of us are, a lot of, there's good people there and shit, but I mean, we're all kind of on that same level, The idea is that, yeah, some will succeed others and stuff, but dude, you want people to do that. You want people to be good, dude. Like, you want everybody around you to be killers, dude. Like, you want to like strive on that atmosphere that you're gonna have to follow somebody and it's gonna be like fucking they're just murdered, and then you got to go up there and try to bring up that same energy and like kill it. And sometimes you do. Sometimes they're better than others. It's like it's just fun. It's fun to work new material. Excuse me, guys, in my fucking throat. Yeah, it's fun to work on new material and just get up there and fuck around. I mean, and dude, when you fucking break it down, dude, that's like, I'm not going anywhere. We're doing a shitty podcast in Yakima, Washington. We're doing open mics, like, I don't know. I give up on that dream of like, making it big a long fucking time ago. I remember when I first started doing Spin This, it was like, oh yeah, we're going to be on Comedy Central. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Like, there's these, you should have those dreams, and you should always be in the back of your head because you never know what's going to happen. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I was thinking about it on the way home, and it's like, it's fun, that Jessica's on this episode and stuff, because it's like, damn, dude, like, I think about like all the things you need to do in order to like become a stand-up comic and like be successful at this, and like pretty much you just have to immerse yourself in that lifestyle. Like, you need to go somewhere where you can like be out. Fuck, dude, I wish I could hit 7 days a week, dude. Like, honestly, like if I was able to. Hands down, dude. If I could play a show every night or do something every single night, like, fuck yeah. If I was able to do that, fuck yeah, we're doing that. No questions asked, dude. Because that's how you get better. You're only gonna get better, the more times you get up on stage and stuff. I mean, it's just, fucking whatever. I mean, that's just the way it is. But yeah, dude, I just go back to like, 19. It's like, fuck, we had a kid. Basically from there, and just basically, working from that advantage, or that, that way of life, I guess. I don't know, being a parent at 19, dude, that's kind of crazy to think about. You kind of learn as you go. You fake it till you make it, I guess, is kind of what you do. But I don't know. I was thinking about that. I was like, a lot of people, they're always like, oh, work got in the way, family got in the way. I never got to pursue my dreams. Da 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 da. It's like I never made it. And like I get it. I get it. Family's hard, man. Family is fucking hard. It's like it's one of the hardest things you're ever gonna do. But I don't know, man. Like I never like subscribed to that though. Like I never subscribed to that. It's like literally right. We started that TV show when I was 19, that spring of 2005, and then my first kid was born in December 2005. So we worked on the show that whole entire time. We did a couple, we did what we did, but the show continued for 9 fucking years after that. You know what I mean? Like, and again, like, not saying like we were doing episodes every single fucking week or anything, but like the drive, was like, oh, well, what resources do we have? Okay, well, I work, these days and these days I'm off at this time. Oh, I remember the first job I ever got. I remember them offering me like 2 shifts. It was like a 10 to 7, or I could work like a 6 to 3. And at fucking 20 years old, man, I'm like, yeah, give me the 6 to 3 because I need to get off so I can go do a TV show in the afternoon. You know what I mean? Like I need to go edit. I need to go do this shit, and it's like Jessica's always been hella cool about, me doing that stuff, dude. She's always been supportive. So it's like, yeah, go do that. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Like, go do it. So it's like I've always had that support, and that's always helped. I guess I never really thought about that too much, but having her there, because because some girls could just be a fucking bitch about it. It's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do it. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, Like, don't pursue stupid shit. There's people out there that fucking crap all over like people's fucking dreams and shit, dude. And it's like, if you got somebody that supports you, I mean, you got to covet that person. You know what I mean? Like that is gold. That is gold to you, man. Like that is you want people around you that support you and stuff, and like you're in your camp, dude. And like, to me, that's, what's the word? I bet the best word to use is like an ally. That's an ally, in your life and stuff. And, just like ever since, like I said, 9 years, dude, 9 years. And then, within that time frame, fucking, we meet Aaron Bennett, like, well, at least, the way my life went and shit, it's like fucking Carmen's Comedy Club opens up in Sela. Aaron Bennett's like, he's dabbled in stand-up. He's done the Josh Hodgins show back in the day. And like, he's been immersed in this, lifestyle for quite some time here in Yakima. He's like, hey, try stand-up comedy. And it's like, yeah, why not try stand-up comedy? Because I'd already done it. It's like, I was supposed to do like this, like, because like my thing, my way in was always like my friend's band. Well, Eric Smedstead, he was on the fucking podcast last week. He's always had a band, dude. Like ever since we were in high school, ever since I met him, dude. He's like had PUA, Rigor Mortis Tortoise, Bad Habit, like Doll Steaks. Like he's been in all this fucking shit. And I just remember always like kind of living vicariously through that, because like, man, I wish I could do that. I want to be on that. So that's like, I don't know what gravitated me towards him, because I love that, performance, and like, like that was fucking cool about Eric, dude. It's like, you're in a fucking band. I want to be in a band, like I want to be in a band. That's what I always wanted to do. And, so I don't know, like I used to like, I don't know, like my thing, I remember back in the day, like in high school, we had this place called The Zone here in Yakima. I was on Yakima Avenue. And so we'd have like really badass fucking local bands like Fiasco and Two-Headed Shank and PUA, among a lot of other bands like, that would play down there. And so whenever like, PUA would play, like I don't know why, like, I don't know, we'd get on stage and like, like skank around. I don't know. It's kind of stupid now. I kind of think back on it. It's kind of like, ooh, why'd you do that? It's not stupid, but it was like a way of getting in front of people. I remember looking at it like that. It was like that, I'm fucking like, and then I'd like, started doing video productions. Like, hey, you should let me film your band. So it's like, then I'd be able to, oh, hey, you're the camera guy. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And then eventually it was like, yeah, let's do a TV show and all this shit. And like, eventually it worked its way out to the way it is. And like, here we are today. But it's just something I always gravitated towards. So like I got Eric to like, it was Eric's 27th birthday, which, yeah, it was Eric's 27th birthday. Wait, fuck, I'm bad with numbers, dude. It was Eric's 23rd birthday, 27th birthday, 23rd birthday, where like they were playing a show at Max's, which is like this old bar on, I guess, South First Street, kind of by McDonald's, and like, we're trying to think what's out down there now. There's a Starbucks down there now. But I remember, so they're playing, so I was like, Bert was on our show, on our public access show, and I remember, talking to him, I was like, oh, let's do something, like stand up or something. I don't even remember exactly how it came up, but me and him like wrote out this script of like this like 2-man show that we were gonna do, and then Bert fucking pussied out, like, I don't know, a couple weeks beforehand. So then I was like, oh, well, instead of me just like, oh, well, I can't do it now. No, I'm just like, fuck that. And so, like, we did it. Like, I got up there and did some fucking, I don't know. I don't even remember the jokes I did. Was it bad? Oh, it was fucking bad. It was horrible. I think I talked about this on the podcast, but at one point, but there is my brother-in-law, Gene, somebody within his industry had seen my very first time doing stand-up got recorded and put on the fucking public access station. Thank you, Trent. Which at the time I was like, yeah, put that on the station, dude. It's like, now looking back, it's like, ugh. No, don't put anything out. Like, I don't even want anything I'm doing now put out in terms of like, material and everything. I don't need that shit out there in the public, dude. Unless you're in the public watching it, I guess that's okay. But just don't videotape it and put it on fucking line, because it's like, it's always gonna get better, dude. It's always gonna get better. But so yeah, like, it's just really bad. And like, this guy's like, oh yeah, no, that was really bad. I was like, well, I remember telling Gene even at the time, I was like, yeah, that was my first fucking time doing it. Like, of course it's gonna be horrible. But it just kind of continued from there, dude. And then it was like, a lot of times it was just like opening up for bands, like Eric's band, and then like Pity Dog, Trent's band, Dustin and Trent's band, and Sean Hill, all, well, except for Trent, but Dustin and Sean have been on the podcast before. With that being said, though, like, I mean, like, there was always that, that want, the need. I don't even know exactly what I'm talking about. I kind of like lost my train of thought in regards to what we were even talking about in regards to this here. But, oh yeah, you want killers and shit. You want to be like, everybody be fucking good, like fucking just good, and it's like, you see the growth in everybody's performances, and it's just like, fuck, dude, like, it's badass, dude, it's badass. But I don't know, dude, like, I don't know, I've always wanted to do this shit. This is fun to me. I mean, I don't know, oh yeah, so I don't know, it's just like, we've never given up. Like, we've always like kind of like kept going steady in regards to some sort of project, and it's like, again, the thought is never like, oh, we're gonna get famous, we're gonna go do this, and it's just like, fuck all that shit, dude. Fuck all the money, fuck fame, fuck all that shit, dude. It's just about, doing something, and, not necessarily just sitting on my ass all the time watching TV, even though I love doing that on the weekends, dude. Like, if I don't have shit to do on the weekends, I will sit and watch movies all fucking day. I will not leave my house all weekend. Like, I don't know. There's sometimes where I just have to force myself. Like, last night was like going to open mic. It was like, I stayed out till like almost 11, dude. It was like, fuck, I haven't done that in so long, dude. So fucking long. Just smoking weed in the parking lot. Like, it was great, dude. It's such a great fucking time. I love those open mics, dude. I really do. The idea is just don't give up, I guess. I don't know. I like doing shit, dude. Like, I don't like just fucking sitting around not doing anything. It's like, if you're gonna live in Yakima, you might as well at least make it entertaining, right? It's like, Yakima's a fucking boring town, dude. There's like, oh, there's stuff to do all the time. Don't you read the Scene magazine? It's like, fuck, what? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I always do around here, especially a lot of family shit. There is a lot of family shit. I mean, you can find it. You can find it. So, I don't know. What else could we talk about? I feel like could be a long intro, guys. I don't know how long we're eventually going to go on this. Like I said, once I get done with this, we're going to go on date night. Jessica and them are at the fucking library, so they're like, oh, you want to come to the library? It's like, after you'll get it by the end of the podcast, but no, I'm okay, Jessica. It's not like she's gonna listen to this shit anyway. She doesn't listen to it, dude, and that's cool. Like, I respect that. I'm glad. Like, honestly, I'm glad she doesn't fucking listen to anything that I do. I'm glad she like pays zero attention. I'm glad we have like different fucking thing, like, we're into different things and shit. Like, that's, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't ever want somebody that's like, kissing ass or anything, or like, oh, your shit's so fucking good, man. It's like, no, it's actually garbage. But thank you for the fucking comment. You always thank him for the comment. But you know what I mean? No, I don't know. Because like, I used to run into that shit all the fucking time when I did that TV show. It's like, oh, I love your TV show. It's like, and like, don't get me wrong, like, you can tell when somebody's being sincere and when somebody's kissing your fucking ass. You know what I mean? like most people today, like anybody I talk to today, like, you know, it's for the most part is pretty fucking sincere. But there's like times back in the day, dude, back in the fucking day when you just deal with some people and it just, you know, like I would rather have an experience where like I remember this one time I showed my cousin Ian, which, you know, former guest on the podcast. We were at my house one night and like I showed him an episode of our TV show. It was like me and Eric and him, and he was like fucking, he tore it apart, dude. He tore it apart. And, you know, at first, you know, it kind of stings, you know? It's like, oh, shit, fucking family blood telling you this shit. But it's like, you look back on it, and, like, you I don't know, like, that's, it helps you grow, because, like, you know, a lot of the time, you know, it's not to say that every single thing somebody points out is, like, being, quote-unquote, wrong with whatever you're doing is valid, you know, but, like, there's always time for self-reflection, I guess is what I'm saying, and, like, you should never stop growing. And like I don't know, like it's like I'm just as guilty when I was in my 20s, like, oh, you know, this is the greatest shit ever, you know. It's like not something like I've always been trying to, you know, like keep a level head in terms of that and like not ever let your head get too big or anything like that. But you know, you just like in your 20s, I mean, that's kind of what it is what you're building toward to get out of as you move towards your late 20s and your 30s. And I think most people do grow out of that type of fucking attitude. I know I did, you know, I did. Oh, greatest public access show ever. It's like, you know, you think that, you know, I mean, you just can never stop growing, I guess. And I don't know, again, like, I don't really know what the point of this intro is. Like, I don't even know why the fuck I'm even talking about all this shit. I mean, is this even interesting? Maybe not. I don't know. That's your interpretation of the material, guys. So what else is going on? We're going to go on a trip next Friday to go see Lagwagon and Face to Face in Seattle. So I'm pretty fucking stoked on that, dude. I haven't seen Lagwagon in like 5-6 years. They don't come through here that often. Like honestly, the last time they came through, I saw them when they came through at the Showbox. And they played, they're on the underbill for Pennywise and shit. So, and that was a great show, but like they have a new album dropping at the beginning of October. I've listened to the 2 songs that they've released and like they're really good. Really good. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know about any of you, but like I've been listening to the fucking the tracks that have been dropped on the new Blink-182 album. Like I don't know, man. Like it's never to say like I was a big Blink-182 fan growing up. Like, you know, I liked Enema of the State, Dude Ranch, and Cheshire Cat and all that shit. But like anything really after Enema of the State, it's like I really never got too much into, even though like last couple years I did go back and like listen to them. And you know, I mean, it's not the worst in it or anything. Like I like Travis Barker's fucking drums, like badass fucking drummer. I've always thought Tom DeLonge was a fucking, you know, like a douchebag asshole though. I'm sorry, but like I've always thought that dude was a fucking douchebag. So when he fucking, you know, because they quit and then he quit again or something, I think, and then Matt Skiba jumps in and they make that fucking California album here a couple years ago, and like I really liked that album. Like I was like, you know, like that was a really good fucking album. So, you know, coming into this new one, I heard that Happy Day song and I was kind of like, hey, all right. But then I, you know, it's the last track that's available if you go into like iTunes or whatever on whatever the preview is, like something, but I wish I hated you or something. That fucking song gives me goosebumps, dude. That is like to me, that's like the song of the album so far, you know. And so I don't know how many people out there still listen to Blink-182, but I really like Blink-182. I like Matt Skiba at least. Like I never was really too much into Alkaline Trio, and it's like seriously with like the advent of like, you know, iTunes and like Spotify and all this shit, being able to like, you know, it's the same thing with like, well, you know, I have to buy those movies. So now I was gonna compare it to like, oh, it's the same thing as like, you know, finding all these movies I've never seen. But it's like, oh wait, I have to pay for those. I have to pay for iTunes, but like it's all there and available right then and there. So it's just a streaming service or whatever. It's just like I don't really like Netflix that much. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of Netflix. I got Netflix just for stand-up comedy, dude. I got Netflix just for Joe Rogan's fucking stand-up special. I got Netflix just for Dave Chappelle. You know, like I that's what I watch on Netflix for the most part. I don't watch like any of the original series or anything like that. But like music though, dude, I've been able to just like, you know, like I said, go and listen to all these bands that again, like I've never gotten the chance to like really listen to or anything. But like Alkaline Trio is amazing. Fucking Against Me, fucking one of my favorite bands now. Like hands down, Against Me is definitely hands down one of my favorite fucking bands. I don't know, dude. So I'm totally stoked to go on that trip. Me and Eric are gonna drive up, and then Ray and Kelsey are gonna meet us there. I don't know if Josh is going. Josh, if you're listening, gotta go. You too, Zach. I know I called you out last week, bro. You gotta go. You gotta go on the fucking podcast. Come on, or you gotta go on the road trip, dude. And you can come on the podcast anytime, Zach. You're always invited onto the podcast that no one listens to. I don't know, dude. I'm just trying to like think of anything else going on, dude. Like I said, I'm pretty fucking tired today. Just rambling. I gotta say though, we got this all done on one take. Congratulations. I just high five myself, dude. Most of the time, this shit takes like 6 fucking takes. It takes a while for me to get in the rhythm, but maybe it's just because I'm so tired and I just don't give a fuck today. Like we're just like, whatever, dude. Just throw it up there. Like let's just get this shit done. Let's just ramble for fucking 20 minutes or something and go eat hibachi and drink some beers tonight because that sounds fucking good. Like more beer. I feel like I'm like again like I don't know. I've been enjoying that. Like I'm keeping myself to a 2 beer limit though. It's like last night. It's like I went out, had 2 beers, and that was it. I drank water the rest of the night, and it was fine. And smoked a bunch of weed, and it was great. I was like, oh, this is okay. Yeah, this is responsible drinking, guys. Like I can get behind this in my 30s, guys. I just a little bit of trial and error. I just got to be conscious about it. It's just like, like that. Getting wasted and shit. It's just like I'm not really down for that. I'm not really looking to get shit faced anymore, ever. Like ever. I don't want to get shit-faced, dude. Like, 2 beers. That's cool. That's all I need. That's all I fucking need is 2 beers. Whatever, dude. Mac and Jack, though, dude, that was the drink last night, so that was definitely a drink. I don't know. Again, like, I do like drinking beer, dude. It's fun. It can be fun. Not all the time, but it can be fun. All right, guys. I guess, yeah, let's just go ahead and drop on into this fucking main portion of this podcast here, Jessica Wooldridge, my wife, again, she's on the podcast, dude. And this is a totally fun podcast, dude. Like this is, she doesn't come on that often. And honestly, I kind of forced her to come on to this episode just cause like I didn't, next week's guest, I was trying to get a hold of this person, but I thought I saved his number. And I went to find it and like, it wasn't in my phone. And I didn't go to open mic last week, so I wasn't able to hit him up. So I hit him up last night, and the funny part is that like last night we're sitting there. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I guess I didn't save your number in my phone, and yeah. So throw to the guy's number though. So yeah, we're set for next week. So yeah. Jay McNeely's on the podcast that no one listens to as of next week, ladies and gentlemen. So that's something to look forward to. Along with that, I guess, do we have housekeeping? I mean, no. I mean, this isn't the only episode we're doing this week. I mean, like, without this fucking wrestling podcast, guys, we're pretty fucking lax in terms of, like, doing shit. Like, I'm like, oh, I just got to do an intro and a podcast this week. Oh, okay. Get together once a month with the boys and record some In the Mouth of Madness, which we're recording next weekend because Dustin's got a job now, so now we got to fucking work around schedules, and it's just like, I'm getting dragged out to this fucking baby shower here in 2 weeks. And it's like, we're supposed to record in 2 weeks. But like now that I'm getting dragged out to this fucking baby shower, which is again, it's like, it's ridiculous. Like, should fucking guys get dragged out to a fucking baby shower? I think that's bullshit. Like this co-gender BS. Like, fuck off. You're just trying to get more gifts, dude. That's all you're trying to do. You're just trying to get more fucking gifts, more people that show up. So yeah, we had to move that forward. And we got 2 fucking awesome episodes coming up. That we're going to be recording here next weekend. The 2 movies that we got picked out for here, I guess that's fucking probably going in like November or something. It's like we're so fucking far ahead. Like I really wish that was a podcast I could swing every single fucking week, dude. I wish we could drop a new episode every single week, but like at the same time, like I don't want to oversaturate it in the sense because like it is kind of a novelty thing doing it twice a month. So I mean in that sense it is nice. And, again, it's just life between all 3 of us, it is hard to, like, sit down. It's not like we can get together every single weekend, and, like, Jessica would be pissed if we did that. She would be so fucking pissed. We could barely do what we're doing. But we have discussed doing something special for our 1-year anniversary. It's coming up on November 28th. I know we're still 2 months out from that, a little bit over 2 months out from that anniversary. But it was like, it's kind of creeping up. It's like, fuck, we've been doing this for a whole year? Like, what? Doesn't even seem like that. It's just fun with friends, dude. That's all we're doing. That's all we do on here, dude. It's just having fun with your friends. Like, it's nothing special that we do on this podcast. Like, we're it's like, am I doing anything different compared to like any of the other millions and millions of podcasts that are fucking out there? It's like, not really. Not fucking really. It's like, what makes it stand out? I think one thing that makes it stand out is like, we're fucking real life, dude. Like, I'm not on here blowing fucking smoke up your ass. Like, we just talk shit and that's it. Like, we just talk shit and that's it, dude. Just come on here and talk shit. Have fun. It's bullshit. Like, I don't know. It's real life. Like, I just hate that fakeness, man. Like, listening to the fucking radio today, dude, and like they're doing some 7-Up commercial. And it was a local ad. I was like, this is garbage. Like, no offense to any of my friends in the radio industry, dude, but like, fuck, dude, it's such garbage. Like, how do you like? And I'm sure they'd be the first people. Like, yep, I can barely fucking stand it, Kevin Porter. I can barely fucking stand being around that commercialism. Like, it's just, yeah, it's not real. It's not fucking real, dude. So it's corporate fucking rock, man. Corporate fucking pop. It's all that shit. So. But yeah, next week though, again, Jay McNeely is going to be on, so definitely tune in next week. And then we got a new episode of In the Mouth of Madness though dropping. Yeah, dude, that's going to be quite the episode, guys. So I definitely encourage you to tune in. We're doing Deliverance. I was trying to think of the name. I would have said the name sooner, but I was like I was like, is it condensation? Condemnation? No, it's Deliverance, which I'd never seen that movie until we watched it, and we trash it so fucking hard, dude. I trashed that movie so fucking hard, but it's still a good movie. It was really funny. I'll say this before, because obviously it drops this coming week, but like, so I'm not gonna have the chance to say this until after the episode drops, I guess. Yeah, it's my last chance. It was one of those movies where I was like, well, it was a fun movie to watch, but it was like, am I ever gonna go out of my way to buy this movie? It's like, probably not. Probably fucking not. And so I end up at, like, the day after we record this shit, I end up going to Goodwill to do some VHS fucking shopping. And lo and behold, what do I find on VHS? Fucking Deliverance, dude. It was meant to be. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, all that fucking being said, I'm your host, Kevin Porter, and I give you Jessica Wooldridge.
All aboard!
I'm sitting over here trying to peer pressure you into smoking weed with me, and it's not working.
Never works.
Welcome everybody to an all new episode of the podcast that don't listen to. Sitting here with Jessica Wooldridge. What's up?
Hello.
The lady who still won't take my last name.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. So I wanted you to come on here and talk about like your new dedication, your new thing that you've gotten really passionate about here in the last like several months is just like cleaning the fuck out of our house and decluttering everything.
Yeah, so I've gotten into this new lifestyle of just kind of getting rid of the excess and only living with what you need. Like, do you really need 20 bath towels, or can you survive with, 10?
I like to argue that yes, you do need 20 bath towels.
Well, it's called like I'm gonna screw this up. Minimalist.
It's like we're going to McMinimans to see Lagwagon.
It's a minimalist lifestyle, and I picked it up because A, I want to simply declutter the house. B, we might be moving here soon, so I'm trying to be proactive. And C, it's kind of nice to just, not have 2 sets of dishes and only have 1 set of dishes. So if the dishes are dirty, you're forced to do the 1 set you have instead of letting it just pile up. No?
Well, no, I was going to say, like, actually, that's one thing that, like, I really do enjoy about decluttering the house is that, like, for the longest time, like, we've lived with all these, like, dishes and extra pans and all this shit.
That you never use.
And exactly, but now it's like, oh, I do the dishes, I put everything away. I'm like, oh, it's, like, really nice and organized. Like,
right?
It's not all fucking, like, everything's everywhere.
Everything has a spot, has a place, you know where to look. You're not, because I think I had, like, 3 sets of pans because family Christmases have bought me
your
3
mom
sets of
every
pans,
fucking year buys those fucking casserole dishes,
and I never get rid of them because I felt guilty or whatever reason. I never got rid of them, so I just hung on to them. And now I looked at Kevin, I was like, no, I only need 2 frying pans and 2 pots, and that's it. That's all you need. It was funny because I said this. I told my sister, I said, yeah, I'm doing this minimalist lifestyle. I got rid of, because I actually have 3 sets of dishes. I have like a china set I'm not going to get rid of because I actually don't really use. But I got rid of 1 set and I only have 1 left. And my sister looks at me and goes, what are you going to do when people come over? And I looked at her and go, I'll use paper plates. Like,
we'll go white trash on this shit,
There's ways around it. There's ways around it.
I know a lot of people would frown upon using paper plates and plastic fucking utensils, but like, I find it a lot easier from the stance of not having to do dishes. I kind of prefer using paper plates.
And we don't have a dishwasher, so that really kind of puts a kink in our...
Besides, let's be honest. How many people actually come to our house?
That's true.
Not like we rarely have people. Like we have like Brandon and Dustin come over to do the movie podcast, and that's like once a month. They don't even eat dinner.
The occasional Christmas and Easter that the whole family comes over, I'll buy the paper plates those one time. But you know, as I'm looking, because I've been watching this like YouTube video called like The Van Life, where it's a family that lives out of a van, and not like poor homeless van, but like a legit nice van that they'd put hardwood floors in and put a little kitchen in and put a bed in. And it was just like, there's something about the simplicity of that life that I'm eventually going to coax you into.
You're going to coax me into. Anybody listen to last week's intro, I was ranting and raving about like this whole, because like I'm just like, it's a personal attack. It's like, hey, you don't need that. You straight up told me you counted my shirts. You said I had 90 shirts?
He has 90 shirts!
I've never, ever counted my shirts.
You have 90 fucking shirts.
There's probably at least a good story behind 80 of those shirts.
Who cares, though? But you probably only wear, like, 10 of those shirts.
I know. You told me that, and I started thinking about it. I was like, really? Like, I could probably get rid of, like, most of those shirts.
Right? Like, you need to take out your absolute favorites and then put the rest in the box. And if you can't remember in a month what's in that box, then get rid of it.
Oh, yeah, I should probably just get rid of it. I'm not going to remember.
Right? Like, it's just like, why do we hang on? It's almost like burdening. It's like a burden to have all this possessions. It's like there's almost amount of like freeing yourself once you get rid of all the excess. Mm-hmm. I don't know, like because my closet was so overflown that you would walk by and it's piling on the floor because I got my arts and crafts, I got all these puzzles, I got all this shit in this closet. And now, since I've cleaned it out, it's like I walk by it and I feel like a sense of just relaxation, just a sense of ease, knowing that everything is in order, like it's not messy, it's not dirty, and that almost brings like clarity to your mind. It almost like brings like peace. I know it sounds stupid, but when you have all this shit, it almost like piles you down.
Well, it kind of gives you anxiety every time you walk by it. You're like, fuck, I gotta do something about that here soon, you know.
Well, it's like, why do we work?
If it's cluttered.
Why do we work? We work to have a house that we can fill it with fucking possessions. So what do you do when you get rid of the house and get rid of the possessions?
I don't know, you just hang out, go to
the
the park.
You're free. You're free to like go and travel. Yeah. You're not held down by you're cramming into your home.
Yeah, the way you say it, it would be nice, but then you gotta like, it's like, where's the end of the road? You know, like where's the end of the road in terms of like when do you get to be able to go out? I mean, we talked about it a little bit. I mean, like you just gotta rededicate like what your focus is in life, and if you gotta step away from that 9 to 5 to pursue and like, you know, make less money, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Like money's not everything.
Right, and I'm just at the very beginning of it. So like I've seen YouTube videos where people try to see the absolute least that they can live with. And it's just like, I don't think I could do that, but I understand and get the concept of not continuing to buy shit. You know, if you have 20 towels, hang on to those 20 towels and use them until you start getting rid of them because of stains and wears and tears. But you don't need to continue to buy more. And that's what I've been doing. I hate to say that, but that's what I love. TJ, I would just walk through TJ and anything cute I would snag. But it was just like, why?
Well, now you know how I feel when it comes to like movies and stuff. Like,
once I get the house done, we're gonna start looking at your office.
Oh, I don't think so.
Like, there's some.
You're talking pretty big on the podcast, but we all know off microphone, we're not doing shit in here. Like, I'll let you talk big and tough. How
many posters do you need?
Oh, dude. Well, we're pretty much like ran out of space on posters.
Should we count how many posters are in this office?
If you want to like bore the listeners, yeah, go for it.
And the VHS tapes are like piling up in the corners.
Hey, you were giving me shit the other day. You're all in here. You're like, oh, it's not all organized and shit. I went through the case there that had all the records, the record player and the cassette player and all that shit. I reorganized it and I made it look nice. I put all my books in there. It looks fucking sweet.
Yeah, but here you're hanging on. Look at, you're gonna regret having me on because now it's gonna be a convincing Kevin that he doesn't need his shit. You're hanging on to all these books when you can go to the library and get them.
Yeah, but what if I wake up on a Thursday at 3 a.m. and I'm like, damn, I really want to read that book right now.
They're down there in the corner.
Yeah.
It would take a week for the library to get it.
It's a collection
that you don't use.
Yeah.
That you don't read.
Well, maybe I need to like force myself to prove a point now. And now
you need to. You need to pull that thing out, put it right in front of my face.
I think we're gonna start reading The Dead Zone by Stephen King or The Stand. I'll read that for the next 2 years.
I don't know. I just really like the idea of minimizing, and I would love to travel with you. I'd love to like get in a little RV or a little like van that's been modified and just fucking travel.
There's nothing wrong with getting a little bit of a storage unit then at that point.
But then you're paying to hang on to your crap.
Yeah, well, my aunt and uncle, dude, you've seen them. They travel the world. They still have their shit in a storage unit though, and those people have seen the fucking world. So yeah. We're going to hold on to some VHS tapes, Jessica. And some posters.
Fuck you. It's going to happen. The other thing the YouTube lady was talking about with minimalist is seeing that everything in the world is yours and just attracting that to you. And I'm going to attract this to me. So
it's a fucking hippie ass shit
right there,
Jessica.
You better get on board, Kevin.
I'm jumping on board. I want to get on board, dude, because like if we, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, we can quit our fucking jobs tomorrow. What's our plan? Like, what are we doing? Are we traveling? Where are we going?
National parks we're going to hit first.
Yeah, because we got a van, right? We got a
van.
Yep.
If we were going to say, okay, we got enough money to get through, 2 months or whatever, and we could put everything in storage or whatever, the first thing I would want to do is, like, hit up all the national parks. I've never been to, like, I think I've been to one.
I've never really
I don't think I've been to any.
Yeah, I've been to, like, state parks. Well, we've been to Mount Rainier.
Okay.
That's it. Well, like, was it Yosemite?
Yeah.
Like, what's the other one?
I don't
fucking
know.
know. I guess we'd have to Google it to plan it.
Mount Rushmore and like...
Yeah, it's okay, Mount Rushmore.
Right, like, Jory got to go see that this summer. Like, I wish I could have went and saw that with him. Like, that was, like, amazing.
I don't ever want to go to Ohio. I've been on record on this podcast as saying I never want to travel.
Why? What's in Ohio?
Fucking just, no, we're not going to fucking Ohio.
Is there a reason?
There's no specific reason. It just seems like there's always a reason, though.
It's because, like, the 70s show was, like, filmed there?
Was that? No, they were in Wisconsin.
Wasn't it like Ohio? They yelled at the end?
Yeah, but they were in Wisconsin, though.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
No, hello, Wisconsin! That's what they said.
I thought they yelled like
That's Drew Carey's show. Drew Carey's show was like, because it was like Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks.
So,
Ohio.
So you have no particular reason?
No, I don't give a shit. I'll go to Ohio. I'm just talking shit right now.
I don't know. I know the one place I don't ever want to go. That's Kellogg, Idaho. I thought we were gonna get axed.
I was gonna say we were doing a callback, and then in the same episode we were talking about Ohio. Fucking yeah, we talked straight up about Kellogg, Idaho. Just like that's a creepy fucking place, dude. That's a backwards Idaho in general. It kind of seems like it's a backwards fucking
that place. Like we went to Kellogg, Idaho. We went there to find some good food. We got on Google. It said this place was a good place to eat at. So we went to this place. Our family with Kevin and I. We're walking into this restaurant. I'm like looking up at like the second building, second story, and there's like people watching us out the window on like this little creepy alley. And then you get into the restaurant and there's fucking cats in the restaurant. You remember that?
Yeah.
They were like, it was like a bar/restaurant.
House.
With like cats in there, and it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is this?
It was like, we're gonna get killed. Do you remember that?
I remember. I'm trying to remember like what we ordered because I want to say we had dessert there too.
Yeah, it was cheesecake. It was a Bailey's cheesecake. It was bomb. I remember that.
Shit.
That's the only thing I remember.
I want to say like I had like a calzone or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, it was
the food wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was a cool little restaurant, but it was...
It's creepy as fuck. Well, the whole town dies at like 8.
It was an old mining town.
Yeah.
And that's why we were there. We were there for business because the mine caught on fire.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were up there working. And we went up there to go see Gene because he was up there working, which is my brother-in-law. And we thought we were going to be able to go swimming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that bullshit.
And
We stay at, what, the shitty Days Inn or some shit?
we thought we could go across the street and go to this, like, really nice indoor park, but that didn't pan out.
Yeah, because they're all like, oh, you got to be staying at one of our condos in order to use our facilities. And we're like, what? We got money, though. And they're like, sorry.
No. And to rent a room, there was like $300 a night. It was like, well, we can't do that either.
Yeah.
So the whole point of going there was completely freaking pointless. You remember that?
Dumb. Yeah, because everybody's like, I remember you guys telling us like before we went up there, like, there's a fucking water park.
There's a water park.
That's not the only reason we went up there was to go to the fucking water park.
And then we couldn't get in.
And we had to stay in that fucking. We went to that mall. There was some mall that we went to.
Because we drove back to Spokane.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it was Coeur d'Alene.
Was it Coeur d'Alene?
Yeah, we were still in Idaho. Yeah, we went to Coeur d'Alene is where we stopped in for that. Yeah, it was some.
I thought we went back to Spokane at some point.
No, because I've never actually been in Spokane.
Neither have I guess.
So no, that was Coeur d'Alene that we went to.
Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, that was pretty. I don't know. I don't ever want to go to Kellogg, Idaho.
That was like scary.
It really was.
I mean, I guess you have to take that in consideration and drive around in a van that you're going to come to some sketchy freaking places.
You're gonna
I
have
never
to put
thought
yourself out
about
there.
that. Hold on, let me look at what I'm thinking here.
You're backtracking a little bit now.
Let me backtrack. Maybe we'll just stay along the beach. Maybe we'll just
travel the coast.
Yeah,
I'd want to go through California because like I've never gotten traveled through California. I don't know. You always hear about the traffic down there, and it's like down in LA. Like I was thinking about if we do what we do for next summer, like we were talking about, and like end up in there. That's like we're gonna have to strategize where we're gonna be and stuff. Like,
yeah. Well, I don't think the coast is that bad. I mean, it's like traffic, but I don't think it's like that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've gone. I mean, you go down to like Seaside and stuff down in Washington Coast. I mean, it's not that bad. There's people. I guess it just depends on when you're going.
I don't know. You see and hear of all these awesome places that it'd be nice to go see.
Yeah.
I mean, go to Florida or drive to New York.
Get closer to the mic.
I've heard New York's really pretty.
Yeah, I go through like upstate New York.
Right.
I want to go through like
see
Maine.
The falls.
Go to like Bangor. That'd be cool to go to like Maine.
That'd be fun to go there.
Go like Rhode Island. Yeah, I don't know. Like I still would want to like go to like New York City just to see New York City.
Just to go.
Yeah.
To the Big Apple.
The Big Apple. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you know what's funny is because even before I got into this, we've often talked about just buying a van and throwing a bed in the back of it. So when we go to concerts or comedy shows,
yeah, we gotta pay for a hotel,
right? You go to Seattle, hotels are like $300 with taxes a night.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dumb.
When all you gotta do is get a van and freaking throw a bed in the back of it, and you can go anywhere. And not have to pay anything.
You used to frown on me fucking sleeping in my car all those years.
Well, I don't know how the hell you sleep straight up.
Don't. You lay your seat back. You lay your seat back.
I need to be flat.
Well, yeah, you lay your seat back.
Fucking flat. No.
Yeah, you're like, I have to have an actual mattress.
Dude, when we red-eyed it to Florida that one time, I thought I was going to die.
I probably...
Oh my God.
You thought you were going to fucking die?
That was awful. You get me like lack of sleep, and I turn into a major baby.
That was
it
was such a shit trip, dude.
That was awful.
It was such a shit trip. Like I just remember like, and we get there and it's like 11 o'clock in the fucking morning or some shit. And we finally got into Florida, and they're like, "Yep, well we might as well just stay up the rest of the day." And I'm like, "All right, cool." Well, no, we did though.
I didn't remember because I got sick.
Did you go to bed? I thought I wouldn't. No, because you and your sister went to you and your sister went to like some fucking because like I didn't bring swim trunks. Remember we traveled? Yeah, because I didn't bring swim trunks, and then so like you and Jamie went and got swim trunks, and then like we were on the beach the whole day. And I remember I got fucking sunburned that very first fucking day, and I ended up crashing at like 5, and I slept till like 5 in the morning. And then we had to get up and go to that Discovery Cove place.
Oh, that was so amazing though.
That was our second day there.
Was that our second day?
That was our second day there. That was like the first thing that we did.
I've been there a handful of times, so I kind of
that place like together. I don't know. I drink a lot of beer, and like your dad made a good point about how he thinks like the booze was watered down there.
Oh, for sure.
Because like I was like I drank a lot of fucking beer, and I barely had I was more high than anything. Because your dad snuck in the fucking You know, the little thing.
How did he sneak shit in?
I don't know, just like those little vaporizer things. I don't know. You get them. You get them places.
You know, if you ever want to know how to.
So we're in that cabana thing, and just like we're sitting there smoking weed and shit.
Well, it's like that one pipe that Sherry's bought me. It's like a little tiny one hitter, like wooden one.
Right.
So you almost could put it on you and sneak it anywhere you want.
Yeah. You can get away with that shit, and especially with the laws like laxing the way they are across the country. Like, I don't know. Like, I always hear about comedians sneaking weed around on airplanes. Like, the podcast I listen to, they always talk about it, dude.
Maybe an edible, but I don't know how.
See, that's what I would do. I would do the edible because like the edible is like as long as there's no marking on the packaging, like you can just throw those in there with a bag of like fucking opened fucking thing of candy bars. You know what I mean? Like it's not hard to get an edible through, but like yeah, definitely not flour. I mean maybe a vape pen if anything. But people are dying of like lung cancer or like collapsed lungs and all that shit.
That whole thing's gonna go down.
Well, that's what I heard is like it's not actual shit that's on the legal market here that's causing it. It's like these stupid fucking kids are ordering like third party like
is that
cartridges from like China.
Oh my god.
And they're fucking like, getting them at obviously a cheaper rate and they're smoking these and that's what all this shit's happening. And so like people are just like saying it's the cigarette industry coming through creating fucking fake news, making a bunch of shit over nothing when it's not necessarily what's on the legal market.
That would make sense, I guess, because I've done vaping and I've never had issues.
I've vaped before too, like a lot, like not a lot. Like I know Eric and them; those guys always fucking vape, And but like I've never, no one I know has ever had an issue, and not for the most part. I don't think any of my friends are ordering shitty fucking knockoff, vape cartridges.
I'd rather eat it any day.
I love edibles, dude. Edibles is the best.
Because even when you just smoke it regular, there's always like,
you're still getting carcinogens,
like smoke in your lungs.
You're still getting it, but it's not like all the shit I've read up on is like they haven't done enough studies to truly make a determination on whether or not it's good or bad. But through the testing that they have done, it does show more signs of being good than it does bad.
Really?
Like there's not a significant amount of you're not getting the same carcinogens in your body as what compared to cigarettes are. I
know, but smoke is smoke. You would think inhaling any kind of smoke, like even this incense.
But they say it's like the THC though, like it's like CBD. It's like that. It's like it's got healing properties.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Smoke.
That's what it's the cannabinoids or whatever. I don't know. Like I'm stupid as shit when it comes to science, dude. But like the shit I've read, it's like the cannabinoids or the THC or something, and there's like it has healing qualities and it actually shows signs of like reversing. Like it's weird. It's like a miracle. Like medicine. Well, like CBD, like anybody can use CBD, dude. Like,
well, dude, I know we're using CBD on like my sister's dog, and it's really helping her. She was chasing her tail today.
That's awesome.
And if you know Annie, like, she's a big old chubby girl, and her hips hurt, and her face is all white, and she's just getting to be an old girl. I think she's pushing 9. And she's a big dog, so she's old. But we started giving the CBD oil, and it's like perked her little ass up. That's Granted, awesome. She's chugging water like crazy.
That's good, though. That's good.
You're like, you got cotton mouth, Annie.
Well, it's like you remember all those years ago when Tasha, like back when we were in high school.
Yeah.
And I had Tasha, and she was that age too. She was like 9,
Yeah.
And like we would just smoke weed and like blow like not like oh let's get the stupid dog high, like not like that, but like we knew that she needed it for. Because like she
definitely put her nose up in the air, like,
and she would come down to the fucking door and like scratch on it right before we were about to smoke weed. Like she fucking knew, dude. Like she was like, dogs aren't stupid. Dogs are fucking smart as fuck. So
give me.
I knew that shit back in like 2001, 2002 and shit, dude. That there is healing quality. There's like that's the one thing like I always was drawn to more when it came to cannabis compared to alcohol was just that. You can do it and still operate and function on a pretty decent level for the most part. Like, like you shouldn't do it and, before like you get all your stuff done for the day, like it should be something that you enjoy at the end of the evening. But still at the same time, like I can do that and no one's going to know for the wear. You take the right precautions, hand sanitizer on your hands. And that's not even if like, and then, eye drops in the eye, but that's not even if like you're smoking it. those are the precautions you need to take, just to make sure no one's smelling it on you. But if you just take edibles, dude, no one's gonna fucking know.
You're like, no.
10 milligrams, like, that's nothing. Like, anybody that smokes weed on a daily basis, that's like a good buzz. A nice tiny buzz to take the edge off during the day. And it makes you a better person. You're a lot nicer. Like, you actually want to do shit. You're like, I want to help people and shit, like, be a contributor to society and stuff.
I don't have the same feeling about marijuana. And I don't know if it's because I didn't really smoke it in high school and I never really have.
It's because you're not
but
using
it is
every
a
day.
Major, like, mental...
Anxiety
for me. Like, I instantly go quiet. I instantly go weird. Like,
Go introvert.
I hate that. I hate it. I remember when we went to Hemp Fest and I ate that brownie. Like, I was just like, I want to get the fuck out of here. Like, I was like... oh my god! Like
edibles are like, and that I was all out.
I was just like, get me the fuck out of here!
I could go do a hemp fest now and be probably like not out of breath the whole time.
Well, it's like those candies I took with you. I took 5 milligrams, and that was too much for me.
Yeah, I mean, you rarely do it. So.
I don't know. I'd rather be drunk any day.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, dude. Like, I remember as a kid, because like back in the day, it's not like you had weed to yourself that you were able to like smoke and shit all the fucking time. And like, so
yeah, you always found your way around.
Yeah,
that.
but you would, but like, so like your tolerance, it's not like I had a tolerance then what I have now. Like, my tolerance is a lot higher now, compared to
back in the day.
Back in the day. So like, you would take like, and sometimes it'll still happen, like you'll take I'll go to Eric's house or something and I'll rip his fucking bong and just like I'll get too high. There are certain times where I do get too high, like dab rigs. I've gotten better in terms of like when you get to that point, I don't fall into anxiety. Like I can wave it and like maneuver, because like you're gonna come down. So it's just like, all right, really enjoy yourself. Don't try to dwell on stupid shit. No, like play video games. I don't know. Like you just don't get in your head. Like when you get in that situation, you recognize it for what it is, and you ride the wave, and then you're like, oh, hey, it's actually pretty nice being high. Like you kind of like lose it and you relax, and it's fun.
Yeah, I'd rather be drunk.
I like getting drunk though too. Don't get me wrong.
There's a nice like, I like being drunk because you just don't fucking care. Like
right.
Like I don't care. I don't care about anything when I'm drunk, and I think that's what I like about it. Is where as I'm high, I can't stop thinking. I'm in my mind. I'm worried what people are thinking of me, and I just can't stop those thoughts. Where when you're drunk, you're like, I don't fucking care. Like by the time you're wasted, your hair is a complete mess, and your probably makeup's all smeared, and you just don't care. And that's what I like.
But then you gotta pay for it in the fucking morning, and that's the worst part.
True.
I just like, I don't know, man. Like since I started drinking again, it was just like that one time I had to wake up with that huge hangover. Was like, yep, I'm never doing that again. Like I remember why I quit for 2 fucking years.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like
right, and it sucks is because like the older you get, even like a little bit of amount of alcohol can like upset your stomach.
Well, it's like the other day I had like 2 beers at Olive Garden basically, and like yeah. Like I didn't feel like shitty in the morning or anything, but it's just like it drains you. It's like
I can have 1 or 2
fun.
drinks and not feel drunk at all, but it will still upset my stomach.
I am a cheap date, Jessica. Like I can drink like 1 beer and feel a buzz. Like 2 beers, I'm good. Two's pretty much my max.
Well, that's what's nice about doing, sobriety for a while. You come back to it and you can like.
That was even what before. Like even before, I always had a light tolerance to it. But then again, I always smoked more weed. Like for me, it was always like. You'd always get drunk like once a week, You'd always have some beers once a week, but it was always like on the weekends, But it was never during the week or anything.
Right.
It was never an everyday thing for me.
I don't know. I like going out to dinner and having a drink or 2 and just.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like I lose myself at all.
Yeah. It's good to have a drink with like food. I think that makes food that much better.
Just something to ease the situation a little bit sometimes. I know when we went with your uncle, it was just like, I'm going to have 1 drink and try to relax. Considering
the situation of those days, those were not fun days.
Yeah, those were some interesting days.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Listeners are like, oh, now what? Like, what?
Secret
time. It's like people died. Yeah, I don't know. So what's going on?
Not a whole lot. Just working like crazy.
I'm pretty high right now.
You are?
I'm a little high, yeah. I'm kind of riding the wave. I'm riding the wave right now. I told you.
Smoke with me. I was like, no, I'm not doing that right now.
You're like, I don't want to look like
Now
an
he's
idiot.
like, I'm too fucking hot.
I'm not going to look like an idiot on your fucking podcast.
Dude, I would too. I'd just go quiet.
Yeah,
You'd be like, Jessica. I think I've done that on one of your podcasts. I was talking and then it was just like, I stopped.
Maybe. This is a long time ago
It
now.
was a long time.
Now it's fun. It's fun now because I've been doing this shit for so long. Now this shit pops up on like my Facebook like memories.
Yeah.
And like, so like I'll like go and listen to an episode from 2 years ago, and like there was one the other day that I listened to, and like I don't remember it. Like I kind of remember it, but like I don't really remember. It's
Was
like
it
me
just
and
you?
it was me and Jameson like talking about video games or some shit. And so like it's just like I remember. It's like I remember it, but at the same time it's like damn, you know. And that's what I love about this shit is like fucking years after I'm dead, you know, people can just go back and like there's hours of entertainment out there for like. You know, like most people can't see like, yeah, you know, when I'm dead, you know, people could fucking check that shit out.
Like,
It's interesting.
Go back and hear Kevin's voice again.
Yeah. I mean, there's hours of it. It's pretty ridiculous. It's like I keep saying, like, I'm never gonna be able to run for a political office.
Oh, you're screwed.
I've been screwed, dude, since like 2005.
You're lucky you can walk in the streets of Seattle.
I know, they fucking
fucking Kevin Porter!
Is that fucking... Well, I remember one time, dude, because like on our public access show, we'd always just like fucking, you know, we made fun of everybody. That was kind of our fucking rule, and this is like before all this fucking, you know, all this like
You're talking
PC
about you still make fun of
bullshit.
everybody. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, well, we do, but like this is before all the PC bullshit. And I remember one time we were at fucking Hollywood Video, and it was me and Eric and like Jory, and like Jory was like 2 or 3 or something.
Oh my
like,
God.
We were getting a movie, and like there was this like Mexican couple, and this lady's like, "Hey, it's the guy that makes fun of Mexicans." I was like, "Hey, we have Mexicans on our show. I mean, like, it gives us credibility, you know." Like, and like, but no, she laughed. She was laughing because they watched
I'd walk
our
away
show.
from you. I don't fucking know. I would walk away.
She was fine. I just told her. She's like, she told me, she was like, "I'm gonna make a TV show and make fun of white people." I'm like, "Do it." I was like, "I encourage it. I'll give you the guy's fucking name to call down there public access right now." Like, I always encourage people to fucking, you know, make their own fucking, you know, shows and stuff. I don't know.
I'd like take his ass out. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave.
That was it. Like, you know, that's the only time. And it's not like it's not like we're racist or anything. We're just making fun of shit. We always talk
People
shit
get
about.
so personal. It's like the Dave Chappelle thing. Like he's a comedian. Like I don't know. People get so personal.
Yeah.
I hear shit all the time I don't like, and you know what I do? I go
Just
quiet,
leave it
ignore it, and move on.
Well, that's what I've done on Facebook. Like, I used to like, I used to like fucking like 2012, 2013, all that shit. Like back in the day, but especially when I was like very like high up on Ron Paul, which I still to this day like I will always vote Ron Paul in like write-in. Moving forward, I will always vote Ron Paul as my write-in candidate. That's my default president vote, and. I would always get into arguments on Facebook though with hella fucking conservative assholes. Like I would just fucking start shit with them, and it was fun. Like it was fun, but it consumed your day and shit. And it was just like I got to a point, you know, several years back where it was like I got bored of it. Not necessarily bored with it, but it was just I don't know. It's too much.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just like kind of grow up, I guess, and just get off it.
You have to.
Now I'm like I don't want to be on this.
Well, it's like when comedians do like religious bits. I really hate that. It really upsets me. It really offends me. But I'm not blasting that all over. If they're doing a religious bit, I just go quiet and I wait until they're done and they move on to the next thing and I continue to laugh at their jokes. You know?
Yeah.
I don't sit there and make a big deal about it or start a protest and
I know,
how
it's like
it
everybody-
offends me.
everybody that
because
drops-
it does offend
well,
me. It
everybody
deeply
that-
offends me. But no one cares. No one cares that offends me.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. People don't give two shits that offends me.
No, they don't care.
And
they
so,
don't
you know,
fucking care.
that's fine. That's okay because that's who you are and that's okay and you have that right and just move on.
Yeah, it's not worth like losing sleep over. And, like,
You know what I mean? It's like these people that want to like ruin Dave Chappelle's career because he said something that offended them. Well,
cancel culture, Jessica.
well,
It's cancel culture.
let's be honest. You can offend anyone with anything.
Yeah.
You're looking at.
It's
I
fun
get
to offend
all
people.
passionate
though.
about this.
It's fun to
because,
offend people.
You know, it's like what you don't think I don't get offended when you sit there and rag on religion or rag on women. You don't think that doesn't offend me. The point is I know that no one gives two shits, so I shut up.
Yeah.
and I deal with it and I move on.
Yeah,
I don't say anything on Facebook. I don't say anything to anyone. I just move on because no one cares. No one cares.
Some people care.
Some people care. But you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you offended me. Let me start a march.
Are you talking shit about the Women's March, Jessica?
I don't know. Is there one that happened recently?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably.
I was just going to say that there's many marches.
Oh, God. Don't get me going, babe. I'm a woman and I hate those women marches.
Yeah.
Hey, I like the idea of the man earning the income and the woman sitting at home on her ass. I wish that would become a thing.
You're stuck in the past, Jessica.
Fuck that. I'll go back to the 50s. As long as I don't have to work anymore.
So
I'll raise the kids. I'll cook in the kitchen. I don't fucking care. That's like a dream come true to me.
I like staying home, like when I was able to.
Fuck you. No. I get to stay home. Fuck you.
That's okay. Like, I can do that too.
You go out in the world to make an income. I want to stay home.
This woman biasness. Why can't a man stay home and do a woman's job? Burn!
Fuck you. I probably just offended like 20 million people saying that.
Good thing only 10 people listen to this.
Thank you to the 10 people.
The 10 people.
Please don't start a march.
Please don't march against our podcast.
Please don't march against us. Because I want to go back to the 50s where women got to stay home and not work.
Yeah. It's like hang out, watch TV all day. It's like Bill Burr has a bit about that shit about
Does
like
he?
It's so funny, dude. He's basically just talking shit about basically saying how like, you know, women are like, "Oh, our job's so hard. Our job's so hard." And he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, going out there change the DVD for little fucking Sammy. Oh yeah,
I remember,
so hard. You get day drunk." Like, I
remember when I had the boys and I took the 3 months off. I had a huge routine. Like, I would sit there and put on like my favorite TV show, and during the commercials I would run and like do 2 or 3 dishes and then run back and watch my show, and the commercial would come on again. I would run and do the rest.
And see, like, this is why we should have like 20 kids, Jessica. Like, I don't know why we stopped at 2. We should have had fucking 5 more.
Yeah, right.
Imagine that if we had like fucking 5 kids right now. Like,
I would. Ridiculous. Do you know what? I would have no problem having more kids.
I want to like. I don't know. We have like little kids over. Like, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, and when it's your own kids, it's different because you can beat them.
Fuck.
It's like, shut up, you little shit.
So it's like, well, I just think about how much it costs us now just to go out to eat, and then I was like, fuck, like,
yeah, that
you
would
get
be
like
gone.
5. You get like.
That would be gone.
Yeah, you're definitely eating at home all the time.
It's like $70-$80 a pop for all 4 of us to go out and eat.
That's
I mean,
ridiculous.
even when you go to like, you know, Arby's, you're looking at $40.
Yeah.
It's at least $10 a meal.
Pretty much. Arby's is fucking expensive though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to be really good. Now they're getting shitty though.
They've always been shitty, Jessica.
No,
it's always been
They
bad.
used to be more meat, and now it's more fucking bread than meat.
Arby's has always been bad.
No, their French dip was so good, and then now you get it, and there's like 2 slices.
Well, that's
of
the French dip, though. I always get the
2
fucking...
slices of roast beef, and the rest of it's meat.
I always get their classics
bread.
or whatever the fuck they are. Roast beef classic. I don't know. It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. Dude, I only go to like Taco Bell
I don't
nowadays.
like Taco Bell. I mean, I'll go there.
I go there for like a quick,
Yeah.
if I'm like in a pinch.
Yeah.
Like I can get the kids somewhere and I can't cook dinner. I'm like, guess what, you guys? We're
Taco
going to
Bell.
Taco Bell!
Started going back to Arctic Circle recently. Got you back there.
Yes, I started going
You're like,
back
what,
there.
10 years off and just talking pure shit about Arctic Circle every time? Every time I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to Arctic Circle. Bleh, bleh. Like, fuck you.
Okay, well, fuck you. I admit I was wrong, okay? That's your one time, once a year, I admitted I was wrong.
At least it's on the podcast where it's recorded forever.
Arctic Circle.
Our grandchildren will come back to this day, September 16th. 7:33, Jessica admitted she was wrong.
Fuck you. Arctic Circle's actually good.
I love Arctic
It's actually
Circle.
good food. I
You
like
always
it.
go in there, the restaurant's always fairly clean, you know, it's never like...
I've been like secretly going there without you now.
I believe it. It's not bad. Like, I almost went to Jack in the Box today.
Ugh.
It's been getting bad for me too, dude. See, again, judging. No, Jack in the Box is like the worst. That's some ghetto fucking fast food.
Oh, no.
That is hardcore ghetto fast food.
Like, I can't even, like, see McDonald's. It pisses me off. Like, when I see moms, like,
I
buying
think
their
McDonald's
kids
is a step up
McDonald's.
from a Jack in the Box.
Oh, God. All that shit's crap. I mean, even Taco Bell's crap. It's all crap.
Yeah. It's all shit food.
It's all shit food.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I've been struggling lately about, like, eating, like, really bad, like, in terms of just, like, I don't give a fuck. And, like, I didn't exercise all last week. It was like I should have exercised today. But I didn't because I knew we had to, like, cut garlic and, like, do this podcast and shit. So it's like, all right, tomorrow we'll go ahead and fucking rock it. But it's just like, yeah. And you get back to it, Jessica.
Yeah.
And stop eating so bad.
I know, but by the time we get all the garlic cut, it's time to freaking plant it in the next month.
Yeah, is that October?
Yeah, the never-ending garlic saga.
Yeah.
I've had enough garlic.
Yeah, I like it. It's still fun.
It's fun. I mean, I don't know. I guess what do you describe fun as? Being outside in the dirt.
I always listen to music, listen to podcasts. So like the work, whenever I do the work, I don't like fucking pulling it out. And definitely this year was like way too much. Stupid, ridiculous. And like, yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Like, I think you took like a month off from the podcasting, didn't you?
I wasn't going to stand up for a whole fucking month at least. I still did the podcast and stuff.
You did?
But like, it was basically just podcasting and garlic is all I was doing. That's half the reason why I stopped doing the wrestling podcast, is because like this last summer was like, this is too much. Like there was like wrestling events like every other fucking weekend. And it's just like I'm like having to commit to watching 4-hour events, like sometimes like 3. There was like one instance where it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, and it's just, I love watching wrestling, dude. But I did that shit for a year and a half, and it was like, all right, I'm gonna go back now. I don't even watch Raw or SmackDown. I just watch the paper. No, since I've given it up.
You keep tabs on it though, don't you?
Yeah, well, I like get online and check it everything. And like if there's something I want to see, I'll check it out. And like sometimes I usually watch the first segment. But for the most part, it's like we watched Night of Champions last night. I was like, this is pretty boring. But yeah, it's still fun though.
It was fun that one day we were doing garlic and you pulled out the fucking TV so we could watch wrestling.
Yeah, we were watching AEW, dude. That was the shit, dude.
Pulled out the whole TV set so you could sit there and watch it.
It was awesome, dude. I had fun that night. We got pizza. That was my favorite night of the summer.
That was a fun night. Because it was like us and the kids. It was dark. We had the lights on. We had TV outside. And we had pizza ordered. It was like, it was just kind of us under the stars with the family. Yeah. The kids were like...
It was the middle of the summer.
Right, so the dogs were running around. The kids were running around.
Chickens were running around.
It was just kind of like a really...
real perfect moment.
Perfect moment.
Yeah.
See, you don't need a lot of possessions.
I know you don't, Jessica.
Let's full circle this. Hey
man, what do I really have in here? What do I really have
like
in
20
here?
posters and like 100 VHS
Yeah, but what
tapes.
else am I gonna... You're gonna make me look at fucking blank walls, Jessica? You're such a dick.
How many fucking golf things do you need?
Well, to be fucking fair, I started my own collection of golf clubs, as you can see with the Goodwill fucking tag. And then my uncle hooked me up with another fucking set. So I gave this set to the kids.
Yeah, but this is selfishness. You're hanging on to stuff that other people could use.
Yeah, I'll give them back to Goodwill because that's where that set came from. I am that person that could use it. Yeah, I know.
And if you're gonna have golf clubs, you need to actually golf.
Well, I know, dude. I just like...
You went like what, twice this last summer?
I went once.
We went as a family and hit the golf balls, which was fun. We
went to the driving range. I went with Gene that one Sunday, and it was just like, it was always so fucking hot. It's like now would be the time I'd want to go. Well, that means, and then plus you're always the one bitching at me about, your fucking time. Give me your time. You need to be home.
You gonna bring that up?
Yeah.
You gonna bring that fucking
You're gonna tell me to fucking call me up and I'll play.
Why don't you go golfing with me then, motherfucker?
Do you want to go golfing?
I will go golfing. I love miniature golfing.
We're not miniature golfing. We're fucking rocking 9 holes, man. We could do 18 holes, dude. Let's kill it. All right, I'm gonna set something up then.
Dude, it would be fun to go miniature golfing and bring that big old fucking thing.
Just whack it into those like ghetto apartments right next door. Smack!
Like, sir, we don't allow you to bring your own golf clubs.
Sir, we found this golf ball. It broke a car window and it's got your initials. I told you not to write it. Fuck. All right, Jessica, we'll end it right there. Any final words? Any final thoughts? Anything you want to plug?
No, sir. Just
Yeah, you stay the fuck out of
We're
here.
gonna
See, you're
downsize
only
this
allowed in
office.
this podcast.
Next time we're in here, we're gonna downsize
No,
this shit.
you're not allowed in here unless you're doing the podcast. You see that sign back there? It says man cave, not woman cave. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time. Peace.
This podcast has been brought to you by Pizza Productions.